Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I have updated to version 0.22. I've still got my old version, backed up the folder, so I may continue some of the other things that I was doing, but I really just want to get started. No saved games here. But yeah, I really just want to get started on career mode. I wasn't that keen on it at first, but I was just thinking I might as well give it a try. Because it's very basic at the moment, you just unlock science and stuff, but I've seen how much fun everybody else is having with it. And so, I might as well give it a go. Come on, let me type. There we go. So, starts from nothing. Let's hope that this does not crash fraps. No, it's fine now. So yeah, that looks amazing as well, doesn't it? It seems like they've solved the loading times, at least. Maybe it's because it's a new save, I don't know, but that loaded a lot quicker. And yeah, I'm currently running this in a borderless window. I don't think that's a feature by default, but he just had an argument to the shortcut, and you can look up how to do that yourself. It's not hard to find. So yeah, that's why I was worried about fraps crashing it, because in the loading screens the resolution changes. And yeah, that obviously makes fraps have a little bit of a hissy fit. So subassembly is really the thing that I'm most excited about, because yeah, without that it's quite tedious rebuilding your launch stages every time. So I basically have nothing here. I think what I'm gonna do is Communitron. Is that really the only science thing I have at the moment? Wow. Right. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm just going to build a sort of basic ballistic missile here. That's basically what this is. I'll put a few of these on as well, so we get some height. And yeah, that'll be it. We'll just launch that. That'll have Jebediah in it. I think we'll save Jebediah for some of the more important missions. We'll have Bob in this one, because we know how much he loves his job. Ballistic missile. There we go. So let me just double check. We don't have any of the things, any science things. Yeah, that's all we start with. Just a few basic parts. So I'll see if I can get this up to a nice high altitude, high enough to at least do a bit of EVA. I mean, this thing, it should have enough delta V to just get out of the atmosphere, really. I mean, it's not going anywhere important, so yeah. Off we go. Oh boy, that is fast. I'm just gonna throttle right the way down on those engines, I think. Because yeah, these solid rockets, are they going to explode? They're going to explode. I wouldn't mind if you did, to be honest, because that would take some weight away from the vehicle. So might as well transmit that while we have power. There we go. We are going 400 meters a second. That is quite frankly ridiculous. But yeah, come on, out of the map view. So we might as well do a gravity turn then. Okay, no Ferrum Aerospace mod making my aircraft flip all over the place. So, crew report, we can transmit that again. I'm not going to spam these things, I don't think. I've seen how you can spam the crap out of these crew reports and stuff to get thousands of sciencey data. So yes, we'll just start making reports every 5 minutes or so. Okay, we'll just keep transmitting them then. Yeah, I mean, I just said I wasn't going to spam them, but we're about to run out of fuel. So let's get on EVA. Let's do an EVA report. See where we are. You're starting to feel like you should really get back into the ship. Yes, I probably should. So I'll store that. And we're still in the atmosphere. I was hoping to get a little bit more of an interesting report there, but obviously not. Keep that. Store it. Not all items. Oh, okay. Yeah, dump the experiment. So you can only have one of every type of EVA report. You've recorded your observations about the situation. Okay, store those. Just above Kerbal's water. Okay. So, where is our trajectory going to take us? Potentially over land over there. Oh, still throttled up. Oops. So let's try and get an EVA report. I probably should have got one at the Apple apps there. But, oh well. What is that? Oh, that's the same, you see. So yeah, dump those experiments. Oh, we should be over land very soon. We're gonna land in the water here, but oh well. EVA reports. Just above Kerbin's grasslands. Okay, there we go. Experiment stored, and now we're just going to be over the water again, so let's shoot the parachutes. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I forgot it was still hanging onto the ladder. Let's deploy the parachutes and just fast forward down. Yeah, I don't need to know that. On down you go. So yeah, we can turn SAS off, because that's just basically draining charge, I think. And here comes the re-entry effects. Let's slow time down, because, oh, it's already deployed. Well, that's alright then. Yeah, when it's on fast forward and you deploy the parachutes, it tends to rip the craft apart, you know. Just get comfy. Right, we're overseas, so I know exactly when the parachute's gonna fully deploy. It's about 550 meters or something. So, I mean, so long as it stays attached to the module, that's alright. The rockets can fuck off for all I care. In fact, they'll probably explode a little bit on contact with the water. 12 meters a second. Yep, there you go. Just the command module left. That's fine. We can recover that vessel. First mission, Bob. You did well. So let's see how much science that's got us. 29.6 science earned on this mission, and I must have transmitted about 10 science back. So that's cool. What can that get us? That can certainly get us some extra rockety parts. And I'm going to go down the route of science, I believe. So we don't need those at all. Although, is that a radial decoupler? That would be very useful, but not as useful as if I had fuel lines. What is that? Landing struts. Yeah, that would be nice, I think. And science tech, yeah, you see, that's what I want. 45 science, that's going to take. Alright, let's get on with something else then. So, let's scrap that. And we have these mystery goo containers now, that's excellent. Sub-assemblies, we've got some more parachutes and landing struts. Yeah, I just realised I should have taken a surface sample when I landed, and probably one on the launch pad as well. So let's build a lander. I know that you can get to the moon with these beginner parts, but I think it's a little bit optimistic for somebody of my limited skill. Oh, I'm doing myself a disservice, I think. I'm not that bad at the game. So let's get a few of these on to snapping on. What? Okay. Alright, there's a little lander. Still got the parachute on top. Don't need the radial ones. Right, I've already got an engine on. Yeah. See, if you fire this engine, it will explode this fuel tank. As long as it has a little bit of fuel in it, so I believe that I can do that. Yeah, I don't have any batteries or power generation as well. So... Oh, I actually have a decoupler. Oh, well. Oh, that makes it incredibly easy then. So, let's get quite a lot of this on here. Yeah, I hope that has the right amount of thrust to weight ratio. I don't know. So, why aren't these sticking on? There we go. Decouplers. This should be interesting. There's no struts as well, so yeah, not quite sure about this. So if I start, I mean, because they're attached up here, if I make a huge chain of these, they'll start waving around at the bottom, and that's obviously not ideal. Ballistic missile too, it's still a bit of a ballistic missile. If it looks like it's gonna be able to make it into orbit and get to the moon, then I'll try it, but yeah, I may end up cocking this up and just crashing it somewhere in Kerbal, but that's okay. Right, so we want those. Why are they separate? Okay, we want those to go first, along with... Where's the liquid fuel engine? There it is. And we want those to happen at the same time as that. Okay, and then we want that to do that, and that is good. And who is in the crew? Right, Jebediah. I think we'll let Jebediah handle this one. It's a bit more... Oh, bollocks. I forgot to put the goo on it, so I need to do that. Come on. So I wonder if that would get me any science. Sat on the launch pad for 2 seconds. 50 science. Yeah, I wish. Right, we'll get... Well, we only need one really. How much do these weigh? Oh, they're not very heavy. I'll just stick one there. So, you know, probably one. I mean, it's not very heavy, but on a tiny little lander, it's... Because, yeah, it's not really going to do anything observing it twice. Excuse me, got hiccups today. Stick it on that side. That just looks so bad. Oh well. Loading. Yeah, loading times seem marginally better, to be honest. Right, we don't really need to throttle up, but... SAS, come on, there we go. But yeah, it's just nice to have a little bit of power generation. And off we go, we are tilting, yes. Let's try and get that tilted over in the correct direction. I am holding down the D key, and not much is happening. I don't think this has thrust vectoring, does it? No, it doesn't. So I'm relying entirely on the torque of this tiny little capsule on the top. Let's get rid of those. Right, so kind of heading for a retrograde orbit here, judging by this trajectory. Well, that just couldn't be worse, could it? Really? Let's just try and throttle up anyway. Oh my god. So I really don't want to be on a retrograde orbit, please. There we go. We've lost a lot of weight there. We're starting to get some torque, I think. If I can just... Oh god, it doesn't control at all. Yeah, as we spend fuel, we're losing weight, and we can adjust the trajectory, but let's keep that. Observe the goo, if I can click it without the button moving away. Oh dear. Right, I think that was me kind of aiming north there. This is extremely erratic. Oh, I see. Review report. So yeah, it's just not even worth... Oh god, where's it going? So yeah, I probably should have gravity turned quite some time ago. But never mind. Where are we going here? Yeah, we're just on a horrible, horrible trajectory right now. Oh well. Yeah, it's a shame you can't hang onto the ladder while you're under acceleration. Crew reports. Ooh, game crashed a little bit there. Well, okay, transmit the report, I might as well. Let's try and get all the way over here now. I think I could probably... Yeah, I'll probably just cut the engines in a second actually, because I can easily get this into orbit, I think. Let's hope that doesn't come too far down. Well, I say easily, that is a very steep trajectory. I didn't want to call it an orbit there, because it's not at all. Okay, let's start burning again. Alright, so I'm getting some lag here, I'll have to sort that out. Alright, yeah, we do run out of hard drive space quite a lot here. Because I am a digital hoarder. I have just shitloads of stuff on my computer. Programs, television programs, music. All legally obtained, of course. But, yeah, I know that I'll use it. I know that I will. So I don't delete it, because then I'll have to get it again when I want it, and, you know. Ain't nobody got time for that. Right, so nearly up to orbital velocity. Just about to run out of fuel in this thing. It's probably enough though, I think. I mean, if I cut here actually, because just pushing my apoapse up a little bit there. Just speed on over to it and go right past it, of course. And so yeah, I need another hard drive. I do have several, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to save up some of my wages. Whoa, this thing's nippy. It wants to fly around quite easily. There we go. Now we're in orbit. Question is, let's turn that off. Let's keep going a little bit more. Just get that out of the atmosphere. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, that's without that's without SAS on. Okay, let's kill that rotation the lazy way, right? Crew reports. Seems we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. Yep, okay, we'll have to keep that. We don't have any power generation now. So, Jebediah is ecstatic, and so What is that? Just above Kerbin's water. Okay. Stall the experiments. Get back on board. Let's observe the goo. The goo seems to have clumped into a severe... It also appears to have become brittle. Okay, we'll keep that. And what we want to do is... Whoa there. Whoops. Just accidentally switching to my browser there. Yeah, see, SAS is going to gradually drain the charge. When it's being used, anyway. See, like right now, it's stabilized the craft. It is completely still. And so it will remain. But yeah, this is unbalanced. And that's enough. There's enough torque to counteract it, and the... You know, the SAS will do that, but... As I fire the engines, I'll actually lose charge because the SAS is combating this unbalanced weight here. So I'm basically just pushing my orbit up now to get into a higher orbit and get some more observations in a different place. And no, I mean, I possibly could get to the moon. I think that I could. Yeah, I think I might, actually. So, let's see if we can have a crew report. No. Review stored data. Let's try EVA report here. Right, that's something we've already observed. Okay. Which, I don't know, I think that, does that use charge, actually, just observing the goo? No, I don't think it does. So, I hope resetting the goo canister doesn't... Review stored data. I don't know, I'm just, I'm wondering if this is actually giving me 10 every time, or whether I'm just sort of resetting it. Because I'm saying keep data, so... Whoops. Keep data. I don't know. Well, anyway, let's get into a position where we're in high orbit. And we should look out for some biomes down there, but I can't see shit really, so... There we go. Right, that's definitely a high biome, isn't it? Right, there goes the frame rate again. Alright, my neighbour's going insane again. I'm sure I've mentioned him before. He really just loves to shout. But, the goo feels right at home here. So does Jebediah. Look at his little face. Yeah. Just... Sorry, it's really hard to concentrate when there's a maniac just on the other side of the wall, just shouting about something. Yeah, I wish you could hear it. I really do. Alright, let's see if we can get an encounter with the moon. We're not exactly in an optimal place, so somewhere around here. Whoop! Alright, that is going to take fairly typical amounts of delta V. I'm fairly certain I'm not going to land. But yeah, I think that's okay. Let's leave on SAS, even though it's going to take a bit more charge. It means I can actually maneuver this thing. I have no idea what he's shouting about in there. Just he lives alone, and this is it. Just day and night, just barking mad, absolutely barking mad. Okay, enough about my neighbour. Anyway, let's go to the moon. And yeah, it's a very short burn. It's just a tiny little engine, tiny little craft. Bleep 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 bleep. Let's Can we see what the goo looks like under heavy acceleration? It's moving away. There we go. Let's keep that. I really don't know if I'm getting review the stored data. See, those are just EVA reports. I don't know if I'm getting extra data there. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get rid of this maneuver node, and my periaps is quite high there, but well, limited amounts of fuel. You know, I probably have enough to land, I think, but yeah, it's, you know, if I don't get Jebediah back, then all of this data is just lost, basically, so let's see. Well, we can observe the goo again, see what we get out here. The goo seems to be less dense here. So, yeah, we can see there's a bigger amount of science to be got from there. But I think that resetting it is actually resetting the data, I don't know. So yeah, we'll keep that, that's nice. Store the experiments, get back in. And let's just see, it won't take a lot of delta V to circularize an orbit here. I'll get into a stable lunar orbit anyway. Oops. But no, it really won't. So I'll get this down to a low lunar orbit so that we can get some EVA reports in low lunar orbit as well as high, and harvest that delicious science. I love the way the orbits shift around like that as the planets move. Oh shit. Yeah, another hard drive. It's on my shopping list, it really is. Because, yeah, I just literally had no space there. You probably heard me utter a little colourful language there to express my dismay at suddenly having no hard drive space. Yeah, I'm just deleting some stuff for the time being. I could just stop playing for a bit. I'm rendering some videos, so, you know, that'll free some stuff up. Okay, we have a very, very tiny amount of fuel left here. It should be enough to get back to Kerbal. I mean, it's right there, so it's not difficult, right? Let's observe the goo again. Right, that's the same as before, I think. You know, I think that you have to... That's the biggest I've seen it. 30 science points. I think that you just have to leave it like that. Maybe I should have brought more goo canisters. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we'll see when we get back down to Kerbal. I mean, if I have hundreds of science points when I get down there, then I'm sure that I'll know that it's worth doing over and over again. High over the moon. Okay. Right, so we're still high. Oh, okay, we are pretty high, actually. So I thought we were closer to the periaps than that. Yeah, I suppose if it be just being a moon, it's high over the moon. Right, bollocks. So I guess we have to get closer. I mean, I really don't want to risk it. So let me just... Come on. Let me just see how much... Yeah, you see it's a tiny amount of delta V to escape the moon. But to get back down to... Well, in the same burn to get back down to Kerbal. We're not in the ideal place for that, but... Alright, so I'm going to quick save it here because I'm pretty sure that I have enough fuel to get back to Kerbal. But what I want to try is bollocks. Yeah, I don't want to try bollocks. I already have some of those. I want to pull this down very low, down to about 10 kilometers. And yeah, that's really hardly used any fuel at all. So just whiz around. I do want to get this done before my computer implodes. Let's get him out. Make your observations. Try and just above the moon's highlands. Okay, keep data, store experiments, and we'll just float on over this crater, I think. Whoops. Ah, you can't. What just happened? So I just pressed F and suddenly the map started zooming out all over the place. Alright, so there we go. Just want to get over this nice big crater because that is surely gonna have some scientific value, you would think so. Don't appreciate the camera being flipped all over the place. Just above the moon's far side crater, there we go. There's some more scientific data, excellent. And let's go over here, see if that's any different. Might just be the highlands again. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, oh well. Okay, right. Now I'm going to come back around to the periaps, and I'll probably overshoot, because I'm so impatient. I'm always fast forwarding past these things, as you do, and whoop. Come on. Doodly doopy doop doo. There we go. And let's escape the moon's influence. And just a tiny bit of fuel left. Oh. All I need to do is enter Kerbin's atmosphere once I've escaped the moon. And that doesn't look great, does it? That periaps is extremely high. But yeah, it doesn't take a lot on this scale. Woo! Alright, apoaps. Apoaps. Let's, whoa, pick the right one. We're going backwards. Let's pull that periaps down, just go full throttle. Oh, it's not enough, is it? Ah, ass cheeks, right. We're gonna have to quick load, I think. We're gonna lose some data, but yeah, we're just gonna have to come back to Kerbin, I think, because this is no good at all. No good at all. We don't have enough fuel. Oh, fuck. You see what I mean? There we go. Now we're coming around. And push it out. Yep. Okay. It may just be that I'm doing it really inefficiently. I mean, if you do it on the right side of the moon, then you can actually just get back into Kerbin's atmosphere on the same burn as leaving the moon, but I'm obviously just not that good. Alright. So yeah, I got so used to having MechJeb that I didn't use the map view that much for a while, and now I'm staring at it like you do early on in this game. I just don't have enough fuel to get back, do I? Come on. Come on. Come down. All the way down. I might as well just throttle up fully, I mean. No, I really don't, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'll get back to you. Okay, so I figured out this thing has about 140 meters a second LV, and I fast forwarded so that my periaps is on the opposite side of the moon to Kerbin. And now you see it takes a lot less delta V to get that down. Come on, come down below 1,000,000. I know you want to. I might just have to fast forward a little bit more. We want the periaps to be somewhere around here, I believe. So let's do another couple of fast forwards. Woo! That might be about as good as it gets, I think. So where's that going to come down? Yeah, I see. Oh my god. Okay, let's just escape the influence of the moon here. Whoop! Well, let's just get that periaps around to about there, I guess. Because I'm thinking that if I get it to about there, with about 40 meters a second delta V left, then on the other side of that, it's going to be enough to bring it down, hopefully. Ay, why do I do these things to myself? I could have just, done the sensible thing and just done a quick mission and not decided to come to the moon, even though I didn't have enough fuel. But, Okay, let's make sure we don't waste any fuel, get that right on the marker. I'm also going to watch my electric charge as well, which is holding up pretty well, actually. I mean, we're not transmitting anything, so it's fine for now. As long as I don't do anything utterly ridiculous. Alright, let's speed that up a bit. We don't need to go that slowly. Yep, that'll do. Okay, now let's fast forward. And we just need to get inside the atmosphere. We get inside the atmosphere, eventually we'll land. It'll happen. But this is not good enough. Of course, if this were real life, it would actually land eventually. Come on! Oh, I can't get below 1 million. I've tried every which way. I really have. So yeah, I just had 50 or so more meters a second. Okay, I think... Do I have it this time? Do I have it? Bit of fuel, come on. Right, if I go around there, that's definitely going to get it. So I think I just had to wait for the orbits to just line up just right. So I've still got a little bit of fuel here. Oh, I thought I was going through the atmosphere then. I got all excited. Right, let's pull that periaps down. It shouldn't take too much here. Are we facing the right way? Ooh, and a little bit past there. Come on, into the atmosphere. Come on. Oh, you're gonna do it? Oh, no. Just the tiniest bit of fuel left. Yes! It's in the atmosphere. Finally. Bloody hell. Right, so now all that really remains is to do about 50 bloody aerobraking maneuvers. Yeah, seriously. I mean, we're down to about 40 kilometers. I think we're gonna have to do a good 3 orbits before this starts to decay enough to come down. I don't think I'll record that, eh? Okay, 7 orbits later. Well, I think it was more like 5, but yep, the camera just switched around. We are on the dark side of Kerbal, but we are gonna land. It's gonna happen. We finally aerobraked enough that we are suborbital. Here come the flames. Still no shock heating really, which is, yeah, I presume they'll add it at some point. There goes the parachute. Thankfully it didn't rip everything apart. Yeah. Yeah, I presume they'll add atmospheric heating at some point rather than just a visual effect. And it's gonna be a nightmare when they do. I do actually hope that it'll be an option. I mean, you know, it's a pretty heavy sim, but it is still really gamey. You know, it's still a video game. This isn't Orbiter. So, yeah, I kind of hope it'll be an option. Because having to deal with that, I mean, you know, so long as they add mechanics to deal with it, you know, stuff like fairings and stuff like that, then, you know, it probably won't be too bad. But, yeah, you won't be popping your parachutes at 40 kilometers. That's for damn sure. Because they'll just be on fire and disintegrate. I don't know what they make parachutes out of for spacecraft, but oh, we're landing in the sea. Well, there you go. Fast forward down to the sea, and we'll get a surface sample, which, yeah, somehow is worth science. Even though it's just water. I mean, we're not on the surface, are we? We can EVA here, that's fine. Whoa. Yeah, that kind of broke apart. Where is he? Oh, there you are. Don't drown. Can't drown yet. Take surface sample. Okay. Alright, that's worth a bit, I suppose. Store experiments. Let's look at an EVA report. I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, was it? Probably not. But I hope I can get back on board here. Right, is that the door there? Come on. Just get in. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to recover Jeb and then recover the vessel separately, I guess. I could probably recover the debris as well, but I doubt somehow that I'll get anything for it. Oh, there you go, 119 science. So let's check out the goo canister. Mystery goo. Yeah, you see, you only get one, but I got the biggest one that I could see. So yeah, I think I'll call that the end of the first part of my career mode. No snappy name for it, unfortunately. It's just career mode. What do you want? Alright, so I'll probably continue this. And thank you for watching. I'll see you later.